Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. If this is your first time viewing me, thank you. And if it's not, welcome back. Happy to see you again. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. This channel is all about healing. So this is where we begin healing together. I'm doing a tarot reading not for any particular sign. This is a general reading. If the reading resonates with you, take from it what will help you to grow on your journey. If the reading does not resonate with you, take nothing from it at all. Understand that we're all on our own journey, our own path to where we want to be. We have choices. We absolutely do. You know, I've been on this live millions of times, and I've told each and one of you about grabbing your natal charts because it's important. And I explained to you, just because you share a sign with someone, it doesn't mean that you're the same. However, you may have some similarities with that person, but you're absolutely not the same. I want to speak about our houses. When you understand your astrology chart, your individual astrology chart, you will get to know where your placements are. And I know you're like, why isn't she showing herself tonight? Listen, I'm going through a crisis. And the crisis is I'm about to shave my head bald. So I have to get used to myself for a second. And that means I have to get into my weight loss journey for real. Like, I can't play. You know what I mean? But I am about to shave my head bald tomorrow. My husband is going to do it for me. He doesn't want to. I know, Spencer. You know what, Spencer? I've had every hairstyle known to man and woman. I've had every hair color. So I just want to start over. I want to start over. Spencer, I should let you come over here and do it for me and shave me so my husband won't get blamed. You was doing the lock journey. I still have the locks in, and I'm going to cut them all off. They're here right now. My locks are here, but I'm shaving them off. I'm going to be a big bald head girl for a moment, right? But I'm cute, thank goodness, in the face, right? I'm so cute in the face. I am grateful for that. So it's going to work itself out. But I do want to start over. I really do. The locks are leaving, but I am going to leave one lock. I'm going to have a tail. I am. I'm going to leave a tail. Just for the heck of it. You know, I am that person. I'm so eccentric, you know. But yeah, it begins tomorrow. So I have to get used to looking at myself. So before I let my husband shave my head bald, I have to go get my eyelashes done real quick, get my brows done. And you already know how the rest goes, right? Then it's on from there. You know, it's on from there. But I want to speak about your first house. Your first house represents you. And for those of you, Spencer is one of my beauticians. Let me just tell you that he's done my hair here in Georgia. And very, very, very cool guy. Travels alone a lot, right? And I respect that when somebody can build the nerve up, the confidence to travel out of the country alone, you know. But, you know, a lot of people like to get out there and explore the world so that they won't have any regrets of not going places. But I want to speak about the first house. The first house represents self, right? And that's where I'm at. I'm in my first house representing self, you know, because depending on where your sign is, thank you, Dawn. Thank you so much. you can do spell work according to your houses. So if your sign is in your first house, you can do glamour spells with starting new ritual, true story, right? But I'm not going to dive into all of that tonight. But your first house represents you, it represents self. It's the house that's known for self, to love thyself. This is where your rising sign rules in astrology. The house represents your appearance, the first impressions that you give to another, your outer behavior. When a person first meets you, it's about your body and your overall outlook on life. So when the planets, especially the sun, transits through your first house, it's a period of celebration as you honor yourself. And that's what I'm about to do. Now, in my family, nobody knows, right? Except for the ones that are up here are nosy. And they be like, oh my gosh, she's about to cut her hair. Listen, I got good hair, okay? So thank goodness I have good hair. I got that good stuff. So it's okay. It'll grow back, right? It'll grow back. But I am doing the bald head. The second house represents your values. The second house is known as the house of values. The second house rules over your material possessions. The sign that rules this house influences how you manage your money, what you put a price on, what you're willing to pay for, how you earn it, how you spend your money, and your own self-esteem. Values. How do you value yourself? How do you value the things that you have? And how do you place value on the things that you have? Once again, when it comes to our houses, a lot of root workers like myself, we do rituals according to our houses. So when this is all about values, that's a money spell. It's so important. And I say this often. Get your natal chart. Is so important. I would not pay an astrologer when you can go online and grab your own natal chart for about $30 to $100, depending on if you want the full length or not. If you pay an astrologer, it's going to cost you starting at a good $300 to $1,000, even $2,000, right? But it's the same program that they use. Back in the day, astrologers would go outside to read your natal chart by the sun, by the moon, by the stars. They don't do that anymore. Everything is computer generated. I am not an astrologer. I can, but I don't because it's very tedious work if you're doing it the old school way, right? But we're growing in the life of computers. So it doesn't hurt to go online and grab your natal chart so that you can have a better understanding of who you are. And your third house represents communication, known as the house of communication. The third house rules over the way you communicate your thoughts. As we all know, that thoughts become things. So the sign that rules this house influences how you process information, how you speak, how you write, how you learn, your type of intelligence, and what you find interesting. So when the planets transits through the third house, you are often more talkative than usual. You can easily learn new languages if you choose to do that, if that's something that you're interested in. However, you may be interested in taking short classes or learning things with ease. Let me just tell you. So the fourth house is the domestic life, right? Male or female, known as the house that is home. What a home really should be, how you perceive it to be, is home. It's the domestic life. The fourth house represents your domestic and private life. The sign that rules the fourth house influences your relationship with your family, your significant other, your friends, your neighbors, your co-workers, and so on, and how you were as a child, your traditions, your property, and who you are emotionally. So when the planets transition your fourth house, you start to think about what makes you feel safe and secure. It's a period of buying or renting a house or an apartment concerning and connecting with family. Your fifth house, on the other hand, is known as the house of pleasure. The fifth house is where all of the fun starts. That's where the magic begins. It's the sign that rules the fifth house and it influences your fifth house. You know, hit me in my inbox. I just caught that message, Spencer, and I send to you my deepest, deepest, deepest condolences. I really do. Oh, but guess what? The house is not here. It's not in this state. So what you gonna do? We're gonna talk when I get offline. Oh, you have some decisions to make, and we're gonna talk offline because I already feel like I know what you're gonna do. So, dang. And you're getting started. You're getting started. But life happens. As soon as I'm done with this reading, hit me up and we'll chit chat. Wow. Life just picks up quickly. Quickly. It sure does. I send to you my deepest sympathies. Oh, I'm so nosy. I'm trying to go over these houses and now I'm getting this energy. I know you have some decisions to make, but you so conflicted your own self. Yeah. A part of you is like, I'm going. A part of you like, my life is just starting here. And you're so focused here. But you're so uncomfortable here as well. But let's don't do that here. Hit me up. Hit me up. You know I'm nosy like that. Hit me up. Oh, I'm not even going to finish these houses. Let's get through this reading. Guys, my apologies. We're on the fifth house. Next time I come back, we'll start at the sixth house because I do want to chit-chat with Spencer offline because I'm feeling so many different things and ooh-wee, it's a roller coaster ride, you know? Oh, I got to clear that energy. I got to get you off my mind real quick before. And I cleansed my space before I came to this reading. I wanted to go over the houses with everyone, but we stopped at the fifth house. We'll dive back into the sixth house tomorrow. But I'm so nosy like that. I'm so nosy like that. But let's get to this reading. This reading is not for any particular sign. This is a general reading. I know that people like to correct me and say, it's a collective reading. Listen, I don't follow the masses. They do what they do over there. I'm going to do what I do over here. This is a general reading. That means if the reading is for you, you will connect to the reading from the beginning till the end. As my grandmother would say, from the rooter to the tutor. And if the reading is not for you, listen to it anyway. Listen. But hello, how are you? And hey, Cassie, how are you doing? Cassie, when I see your name, you make me laugh. Ooh-wee. You make me laugh. You make me laugh. I'm not going to lie. I finally got a chance to see you live. Yeah, it's been a while. Yes, I am. I haven't been on in a few days because I'm about to cut my hair. I'm about to shave my head bald. So I have been building up the nerve, right? Listen, I got a chubby face. And so, and I sent my daughter out for a frappe. I'm over here drinking it. Look, it's a large too. And listen, I'm on my grind, you know. I got to get back on my grind. About to shave my head off. And you know, I'm about to wear some garbs. Listen, I'm going to dress this thing all the way up, okay? But let us get to this reading. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for whomever needs to hear this. Show me exactly what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Yes. Ooh, that got stuck. Something stuck in here. Oh, yes. Almost forgot to ring that bell. It wanted to go backwards, but it stopped and it continued to go forwards. So let's see. That's like, I have a decision to make, but it's already understood what I'm doing. You know, no need. I'm not getting stuck. We have this just in for whomever needs to hear it. This just in. Your spirit guides are working very hard to lead you on the right path. Spirit is advising you to pay attention. True story, always pay attention. Yes, I'm cutting it. It's all gone bye-bye. It'll come back. You know, it will come back. Let me tell you, somebody needs to pay attention to their surroundings, to their environment. A lot of times, Spirit often sends us messages. We may be confused about the messages, but when you take time to clear the mind, to really think about what was said to you, what you saw, what you felt, then it will all begin to make sense. So your spirit guides are working very hard to lead you on the right path. Spirit is advising you to pay attention. You know, I had been calling in someone, right, in the spiritual world that I hadn't called in over a decade. And I had to make a choice to do or not to do. True story. And I made a choice with myself and I said, hey, and I sent out the smoke signal to two entities. And one, it took them 2 weeks to appear. And the other came in like a wrecking ball yesterday, as a matter of fact. And the way that it came in, I wasn't expecting it to come in that manner. So it was a lot going on yesterday for me. So I'm back on my feet because this one, when it came in, knocked me off my feet. I'm going to be honest with you. But you get what you ask for, right? Your spirit guides are working very hard to lead you on the right path. Spirit is advising you to pay attention. You should always pay attention to everything around you and everyone around you. A lot of times when we see something with our own eyes, we try to act like we didn't see it, or we try to make it make sense. And not often can we make it make sense. When we see something, that's exactly what it is. Now, don't ignore it. Pay attention to it. When you hear something, listen closely. Listen very closely. True story. In other news, it's time to stop beating yourself up. There may be a situation in your life where you only blame yourself, and that's not fair. So when it comes to this, know that everything will eventually work itself out. Let me say this. We, most of the time, wish that we can turn back the hands of time to make something right, to get a certain answer as to why did this happen, but we can't. So you need to stop beating yourself up. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe if I wouldn't have said this, or if I wouldn't have been there, if I didn't hear this, and you blame yourself for somebody's mistake. Let me tell you, I understand this card with a passion. I am one of those people, true story. Anytime that something happens around me, whether it be with my family, with my associates, or whomever, when somebody has something to say, I don't like to argue. So I'll be like, all right, it's my fault. Whatever. I'll take the blame, even though it's not my fault. But damn it, I'd rather not hear you complain, stutter, mutter, judder, yell, scream, whatever. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Don't 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 take it. When you beat yourself up, because when you take the weight off someone else's shoulders and put them on yours, it's heavy. It's not for you to carry. So you don't take it. You have to allow everyone to deal with their shit. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I'm one of those ones that want to take the weight off of everyone's shoulder, and I'm ready to carry the burden for people who don't even deserve it. And that's who I am. But the hell with that. It's time to stop beating yourself up. There may be a situation in your life where you only blame yourself, and that's not fair. And it's not fair for you to blame yourself, wishing you could, wishing that you can, hoping and praying. No, this situation doesn't belong to you. So when it comes to this, know that everything will work out for itself. You can't fix the world. You can't change the world. The only person that you can change and fix is you. You may want to carry the weight for people, but you can't. If you continue to do so, they'll never learn. So you can't continue to make excuses for people's toxic behaviors. Thank you for those hearts. This just in. Begin to release toxic people. See that? Goes hand in hand. Begin to release toxic people from your life. You know who those people are, whether they are family, friends, a lover, etc. It is time to release all people and places and things that no longer serve you. You can't keep tolerating people's bullshit. You can't keep carrying the weight of others people's toxicity. It's not yours. It's not yours to carry. For my religious people, you are not Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Jesus, right? The Bible says carry all those burdens for you, right? And he was murked for you, right? But then he rose again. That ain't where we going with this. Carrying other people's problems, pain, it brings in illnesses. It brings in anxiety, high blood pressure, depression. And depression comes in so many forms. I would sit here and speak about them with you, but then we will be taking too long. So what someone needs to do is start releasing. When somebody brings you their baggage, I don't want to hear it. I'm busy. I'm not trying to disrespect, but I got my own shit going on. Because there's someone here who's always listening to somebody's complaints until they become yours. And then you worry about them, wondering how you can fix it, how you can make it better. So you need to release toxicity, toxic people from your life. You know who these people are. They could be your family members. They could be a friend of yours. They could be a lover or an ex-lover. It could be a co-worker or a neighbor. But it's time to release all people, places, and things that no longer serve you. At the bottom of the deck, we have this just in. Let go of fear of the unknown. We often fear the unknown because we are attracted to familiarity. Spirit is encouraging you to face the unknown with a brave heart and remember that you are never alone. It's time to face the unknown. Face those fears. I always tell people when I get up here, I'm like the Fool card. Yes, this is a general reading. Yes, it is. I always tell people I'm like the Fool card because I'm always willing to take that leap. I always jump in with both feet. I'm never testing the water to see if it's too cold or too hot. I'm always all in, right? That could be a good thing, and that could be a bad thing depending on how you look at it. But Spirit is saying to let go of fear. Let go of fear of the unknown. Either you're all in or you're all out. You know, a lot of times when people don't know if the water is too hot and they're scared to even test it to see if it's too hot, lukewarm, or too cold. And let's just imagine them filling up the bathtub. And then they walk away and they assume that it's too hot. And they're like, okay, I'm going to walk away for about 10 minutes so it could cool off. And when they come back, it's freezing cold. You should have tested it because you actually didn't turn on the hot water. You turned on all cold. So it's even colder. I'm that fool. I'm all in. When I make decisions for me, I'm all in for me. I'm always all in. A lot of times we clutch to what's familiar. We hold on to things that don't feel good to us. They make us uncomfortable. They're toxic to us. And the reason why we hold on is because we're familiar and we are afraid to see if there's something new, someone new, something else to do, a new job, a whole new situation waiting for you. And so you hold on too long because you're comfortable there. You're comfortable with the hurt. You're comfortable with the pain. You're comfortable with the disrespect. You're comfortable with the toxic behavior. You fear the outside. And all you have to do is open the door. Open the door. It sounds like rain, but it may not be raining. The weatherman says it's minus 20. You may go outside and it may not feel like minus 20 to you. The sun may be shining right on top of you, but you'll never know if you don't open the door. We hold on to things that we are comfortable with because we are afraid of the unknown. How would you know if you never took a chance? Let's dive into this reading. I hope everyone is doing well. I sincerely do. Once again, my apologies for not showing my face tonight. Let me tell you, I'm getting used to myself, ready to do some things. I'm making some changes, so excuse me. Excuse me. Listen, I can't keep drinking all these frappes. Listen. Let's get to it. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for whomever needs to hear it. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Spirit guides, what message do you have? 9 card spread, please. 9 card. Thank you so much. 8 cards. Thank you. 7 cards, please. 7 cards. Ooh, ooh, went right on the floor. Excuse me. Let's find this card. Oh, wow. I don't even know where the card went, but we can't move forward without it. I got it, guys. This one is important. That's important, right? That one hit the floor. Oh. We're going to have a 2 bonus cards here. 2 bonus. So let us get to this. You know, the first card that we're starting off with is Pandora's box. When you see this card, that can mean so many different things for so many different people. But anytime that we see Pandora's box, right? Listen, let me just say this. You need to give something up. Sometimes you have to give something up for that reward. For something that's beautiful waiting on the other side of that door. Isn't that a mouthful? Sometimes you have to let go of toxic situations, toxic people, toxic places, and toxic things to get to what's uncomfortable. Because what's uncomfortable may feel so good. What's comfortable is you being comfortable with nonsense, with chaos, with BS. It's time to open the door. And from inside the house, it may sound like it's raining because it's a lot of bickering, yelling, and screaming. But there also could be a lot of noise within your mental space. Wanting to leave, but stay anyway, out of fear. Wanting to do something new, but don't, out of fear. Pandora's box. You must give up something for the reward. When we were children, I know when I was a child, I learned about Pandora's box. Here's a box. It's a mystery. You can keep it closed and never know what was in it. But if you're like me, the full card, you'll open it because it could be something beautiful waiting on the inside. Open up the door and there's maybe something magical waiting for you on the other side of that door. Pandora's box is risking it all to try something new, to do something new. Not for anyone else, but for you, for your soul's comfort. There's some conflict here, a lot of conflict. This person is holding roses. Now, conflict, it's easy to fix conflict. You could have had a verbal argument with someone, a physical fight with someone, whatever the case may be, but there's always a resolution because people go back to chaos, people go back to toxicity because that's where you're comfortable at. So you have to be selective with your battles. If you don't want to fight anymore, you don't want to argue, physical, mental, verbal, whatever the case may be, you have to pick your battles. Is it worth it to continue with the same BS on a different day? Or are you going to open the door and to see what's on the other side? You have to learn how to win gracefully. And how you win gracefully is you call in your spiritual team and say, I need help. I need help because I can't do this alone. So I need some assistance. I need a little nudge. I need a little push. And guess what? There's someone here who's going to be traveling. Whether you're moving or whether you're going on a vacation. For some of you, you could be going somewhere that you've never been. but there's an adventure that awaits you. Even if you decide to travel to move somewhere new, it's going to be an adventure that awaits you. You know, travel will open your heart. This traveling, whether you're going on vacation or whether you're moving, it's just going to feel good. It's going to feel right because you're opening up the door to see what's on the other side. We have the Matrix. When the Matrix appears in a reading, simply put, don't become a slave. Don't become a slave to what makes you feel comfortable. You know, when I was growing up, I'm 52 years old, and I would listen to my aunts, I would listen to my mother, I would listen to my grandmother, and they would say some of the dumbest shit, right? If a woman in our family wanted to leave someone, they would say, you know what kind of dog you got, but you don't know what kind of dog you gonna get. See, I'm trying to let y'all make that sink in. So, the dog you got may bite. The dog you got may make a lot of noise. The dog you got may not be house trained. That dog may shit all over your floor, may piss all over your floor, but you're used to it. You know the dog is going to shit on your floor at 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock, so you're prepared to clean it up. You know the dog may piss on your floor at 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock, but you're prepared to mop it up. So you're just used to the behaviors. Oh, the dog has bit you before. So you know, I'm just not going to bother him while he's eating because I don't want to get bitten again. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. So you said it makes sense. Nah, it never made sense because you know what kind of dog you got. So they say stay because you're accustomed to the treatment, you're accustomed to the abuse, you're accustomed to the lies, you're accustomed to all that bullshit that comes with that person. However, that new dog, it's going to take a little time, but dogs learn quickly. Guess what? The new dog, you could train it how not to use the bathroom in the house. When you put their food down, you can start petting it to let them know that it's safe for you to touch them while they're eating so that they'll never make a mistake to bite you. You train that new dog because the old dog is set in its ways. The old dog is still going to bite you. The old dog is still going to bark. The old dog is still going to shit on your floor. The old dog is still going to piss. That old dog causes a lot of work and a lot of harm to you mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. But damn it, that new dog is fresh. It's fun, it's exciting, and I don't mind house training. I don't mind the dog loving me and I'm loving it. I don't mind doing something new. So they would say, no matter what happens, even if a man beat on you, you stay. That's what they would say. If a man yells at you, dog you out, you stay. If a man cheats on you, you stay. That's what they say. And they'll say, because of everything you have, if you let them go or walk away, that somebody else will have them, will have at it. Let them have that bullshit. And maybe, being that that old dog to you may be new to someone else, they may change for that person. You ever been in a toxic ass relationship, but as soon as they're with someone new, they treat that person better because it wasn't meant for the two of you to be together. So now, the new dog. The new dog is a puppy, so nobody ever owned this dog. This dog is fresh. This dog is new. You better believe it. When God made one, he made a better one. Absolutely. So you allow that dog to stay there and you get up and go. So you're being blinded by the truth, because the truth is not what my elders taught me. They said, they said, you know what kind of dog you got, but you don't know what kind of dog you're going to get. Well, damn it, I take my chances. I told you, I'm like the full card. I'd rather take my chances because I'm tired of getting bit. I'm tired of getting barked at. I am tired of getting abused mentally, physically, emotionally, just as well as spiritually. Now, on the other side, my mother, she would sit there. And the reason why I grouped her in, because when the rest of the elders used to say that dumb shit, my mother would sit there and not say a word. And then when we would get home, she would say, you ready for this? I pay the cost to be the boss. That's what she would say. She would say, I pay the cost to be the boss. And I could do bad by myself. That means that all that shit that they were saying, she not with it. She not letting no man come in her house telling her what to do, yelling, screaming, barking, biting, shitting, and pissing. Because she paid the cost to be the boss. That's what she said. So I used to sit there and be like, well, why you ain't tell your mama that? Why didn't you tell your sisters that when they was talking that shit? And know what she would say? It's not necessary to argue. You have to sit there and watch and pay attention. Only thing I paid attention to was, these are a bunch of fools. True story, these are a bunch of fools. That's what I would think to myself. They made no damn sense. But they're the elders, so you must listen and you must obey. Let me tell you another story. Self-reflection comes in. Now that you're out of that matrix and you're not becoming a slave to your environment, you look in the mirror and you start to reflect. You start to journey into self-love. All of these women over here seem miserable. True story, all of them seem miserable, but they're staying because of the house, the car, and everything else. So they're staying. But then when you dive into the journey of self-reflection, which equals self-love, when you love yourself, it doesn't matter anymore. You know that you can build a whole new life because you still have a life to live. So you have to be a reflection of what you want. Do you want this toxicity or do you want something new? When you find that hidden beauty inside of you, no longer matters what anyone says. You value what you think. You value how you feel. Yes, convenience, lost respect in their identity. Absolutely. And then here's intimacy. We have intimacy. When you have intimacy, right, you may look at intimacy as sexual. But intimacy, heck no, it's not sexual. Not right here, not today. Because when you begin to love yourself, when you dive into mastering the art of self-love, when you look in the mirror at your own reflection of self, you become intimate with yourself. You have a deep feeling of belonging to you. I'm not owned. I'm not brought. And I can do the same things for myself. So now there's two souls becoming one. And you're like, two souls? Absolutely. Because there's the outer and there's the inner. The outer is the ego. The inner is the core of you. The inner is life. The inner is infinity and beyond. The inner soul will never die. You know how when you get into an argument and somebody may say, I'm going to murk you. I'm going to unalive you. How you going to do that when I can never die? Oh, you can take my flesh, but you can't take my soul. So there's the outer. There's the soul of you on the outside. And there's the inner. That strength, that everything that no one can see, not unless you show them. They don't know how strong you really are. So you begin to get intimate with yourself. You get to know yourself, love yourself all over again. And that's a deep feeling of belonging to you. Not a deep feeling of belonging to what was or what will be, but it's a deep feeling of belonging to you, to the core of you, so that if you ever get into another situation, you'll know how to load and go. And sometimes people don't even load and go. They say they can have that shit. I'll start all over again. You just go. Intimacy. Transcending the physical. Knock, knock. Who's there? Love. Love who? Me. Me. And me. I'm not loving all over me. Guess what happens after that? Happiness comes in. Now, when happiness comes in, after you've been intimate with yourself, there's nothing that anyone can take from you. There's nothing that anyone can say to you to make you feel any differently about who you are. So happiness is where a person doesn't want you to get to, whether it's a lover, an ex-lover, a significant other, a family member, a friend, a neighbor, a co-worker, the man at the gas station, or the woman at the grocery store. Because when happiness fills you up on the inside, nobody can stand in your way. And the reason why toxicity comes in, they want to destroy that happiness, because when you feel broken, when you feel like there's no getting up, when you feel like you can't do better, that's because they're trying to strip away the happiness, and you begin to let them. You do. Because you begin to leave all the harsh shit that they say, the lies, the manipulation, and everything that goes with it. So now happiness is back because you become one with yourself. You're intimate with yourself. And now here's happiness. Happiness is your energy. Happiness is your energy, and it will increase as long as you are in alignment with yourself. This is things that are going to be unfolding for someone here in a beautiful way. So understand that you radiate energy, and when you radiate it, it will follow you. So whatever you radiate, it will follow you. If you're in that toxic energy of believing what someone did and what someone said about you, guess what? You're going to radiate in that low energy, and that low energy of you have no self-love. You don't love yourself. You're believing everything that your manipulator is saying. But when you radiate that, that good energy, that happy energy, that will follow you, and nothing that anybody says or does will bother you at all, right? My husband's mother used to live with us, right? And I was quiet. I was quiet in the home. And she disliked what I would do. And she would say, she's a witch, she's this, she's that, because she's a religious woman. And I would never say anything, and I would never try to explain to her what it was. And then I said to my husband, she knows my aunt. My husband said, call her on it. I said, I'm not going to do that. He said, listen, with your gifts, fuck that. I don't care who it is. Call them on their BS. I said, you sure? He said, yeah. So one day when she was talking junk about me being a root worker, I said, do you know my aunt so-and-so and so? She said, I heard of her. I said, you come from a town that's like 2 towns away from her. Do you know my aunt so-and-so and so? I said, because I've seen you've been to her before. She didn't say nothing. She went in her room. Then she left the house. She came back that night. She didn't say a word. The next morning, she said, yeah, I know your aunt. A friend of mine went to her before, but I just went with my friend. I never saw her, but I went with. Right? So it kind of felt good, right? Not being quiet. It felt good not being quiet. My husband says, you know what, fuck that, bust everybody in the face. He said, because if I had your gifts, I would show everybody everything about themselves. I said, you sure? He said, I don't give a fuck who it is. I said, okay. He said, I don't give a fuck. So then, that's what I did. Now, everybody shocked. Everybody like, damn. I even told people conversations they had even when I wasn't there. I told them where they were sitting at in their own homes. And they said, you could see all of that? You're damn right. I even know what the hell you was saying about me. And I'll tell you word for word. And that's what I did. They ain't had shit to say. Then, can I get a reading? Absolutely not. Can I get a reading? Can I get a reading? Absolutely not. Because sometimes when you play pussy, you get fucked. I didn't mind fucking anybody because my husband said do it. So I didn't mind. There's somebody here, your happiness, it matters. That energy matters. Hold on to it and don't let it go. Don't let anybody darken, dampen, or try to put the flame out of your candle. You must hold on to the light that's inside of you. Forget the outside. You have to protect what's on the inside. You have to protect what's on the inside. Now, there's a ray of hope. The ray of hope is you keep your head up and you keep fighting. And that's all you can do. You keep fighting because you're going to win. Because things are unfolding for you in a beautiful way. Thank you so much. Thank you, Cassie. Thank you. So hold on to that hope. Because guess what happens? When you pray, you get on your knees, you're praying because you hope, because you believe. Same thing with meditation. We sit on our buttocks and we believe and we have faith and we have that all-knowing. They're equal. There's nothing different about the two. Prayer and meditation are equal. Some people get on their knees until they get to an age where they can't anymore, and then they sit on their buttocks. Guess what? People that meditate, we sit on our buttocks anyway. We just don't want to hurt our knees. Let me tell you, right? There's no right, there's no wrong. But the only thing right is that you believe. So believe equals hope. You hope and you believe. So keep your head up and keep fighting. There's light at the end of the tunnel. So do not allow anyone to dim your light. We have the ram spirit. The ram spirit. Let me tell you. The ram spirit is that you need to be bold enough to be true to yourself. That's where that intimacy comes in. But before the intimacy comes in, that self-reflection, you looking in the mirror like, how did I allow this to happen? How did I allow whether it was a family member, an ex-lover, your significant other, a friend, a coworker, whomever. How did I allow them to get under my skin? How did I allow them to make me feel the way that I felt? Now you're being intimate with yourself, loving all over you, and that happiness begins to emerge again. That hope, you know better days are coming. You know that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and that ram spirit, you have to be bold enough to be true to yourself and to allow that light to shine brighter. You want people to see that light from miles away. So allow your leadership to take over. Nobody controls you. No one is the boss of you. You know, when my kids were growing up, right? When the older siblings would try to tell them what to do, the younger ones would be like, you're not the boss of me. You're not my mommy, right? And then they'll come running to me, mommy, they said do this, do that. And I'm like, just because they're older than you, it doesn't mean anything. They don't have the right to tell you what to do, but I do. You know what I mean? So I let my kids know from the rip, you're not in control of your siblings, no matter how old you are, because the oldest may make some dumb decisions and I don't need the youngest to follow them. True story. So no, my kids couldn't tell the other child or children what to do. I felt like I made the best decisions, at that time. Listen, we all make mistakes sometimes, but listen, I'm never going to tell my kids that you should listen to this one or that one. True story. My youngest daughter, they all come to her. She is the counselor for all of them. And I'm like, she don't have no life skills. And it's so funny. 2 a.m, I'm like, who you talking to? This one? I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, why are they calling you? Ma? And I'm like, okay. You see how that works? You see how that works? But she got that ram spirit. She got that Capricorn spirit. She's thorough, the youngest. Whoever I'm speaking to, you need to show determination to achieve your success. And how are you going to show that determination when your light is not shining? It's time for you to allow that happiness to come back in, because you radiate energy and your energy will follow you. People see you. And that's why this person or these people try to crush your spirits, because they feel like if she doesn't trust herself, if he doesn't love himself, they're not going anywhere and I can keep doing whatever I want, because if they leave, I know they're going to have better. And I never want them to do better without me. That's how some people feel, right? The bonus card we have is the letter. We have the letter. See that old school typewriter? The letter. So an intimate message may arrive. You and your person may have a conversation. They may send you a text. They may send you an email. Sometimes people don't want to talk to you face to face. Sometimes people like to send sorry over text messages or over an email or whatever the case may be, but there's a letter that's going to show up, or this could be someone that you are going to have some documents coming in the mail concerning a business matter. But there's communication issues between you and someone that you are close to. The T. The second bonus card that we have is the T. And we all know what the T means, right? The T simply means distance yourself from gossip. Your business is nobody's business. And somebody else's business is none of your business. You see how we're back here in the beginning? Because in the beginning, I told you it's not necessary. It's never, ever necessary. to get wrapped up in mess. And someone wants to keep you in mess. So distance yourself from gossip. You have to be careful who your friends are. You know, let me just tell you, you have to be careful with whom your friends are. I'm a private woman, and I know y'all probably like, ooh, she shares a lot on social media, on her channel. And anytime that I do a reading, and if I resonate with something, yes, I'm going to share me. I'm going to share my experiences because I'm letting you know that I definitely understand. And people, the first thing people love to say to me, I promise you, she don't have no friends. That's what they say. She don't have no friends. She don't want nobody coming over her house. She don't want to be bothered with anybody, right? How about I just don't want to fuck with you? How about, yes, she is quiet because she's reading you. And whatever she's seeing, she doesn't like. So there's no reason for me to waste my breath. My energy is very important to me. So I'm careful. I'm very cautious with whom I share my energy with. I'm very careful. I'm very careful. At the bottom of the deck, it's this card, right? That I love. It's this card that means so many wonderful things, and it's called freedom. Anytime that we get the freedom card, this is butterflies flying out of a jar. When I was young, we used to collect lightning bugs in a jar, right? Keep them for about a day in the room. And then you'll wonder why they're not lighting up in the house. And as soon as you allow them their freedom again, they light up once they're free. But you're releasing your attachments to be free. You're releasing toxic people, toxic situation, toxic behaviors for your happiness. And that's when you light up. Freedom, freedom. People judge freedom in so many different forms and fashions, but this is someone here that's going to be spreading their wings, no longer a prisoner of your mind, because that's what someone wanted to do, was to control the mind, make you feel like you didn't understand, that you didn't know, that is your fault, is your fault, is your fault, and you believe that shit, and it was never your fault. When people do shit, they like to say it's your fault. And let me tell you, I used to be that person, which I still am, because my husband just said to me yesterday, he was like, you're still that person. I'm like, it's my fault. It's my fault. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Right? I am one of them. Even when I was a kid, fuck it. I'll get the spanking. It made no sense to sit there and say, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. You know, like, fuck that. Let's just get this shit over with. I was one of them. And today I'm still one of them, because I'd rather not hear the lies. I'd rather not hear your bullshit excuses of why it happened. It was done. How I handle it. It's going to be on me. I take it. Whatever. 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 Until one day, there's no more whatever. It's freedom. No longer being a prisoner of your mind. Releasing, allowing your wings to spread. Flying. Taking back your happiness. Because once you become one with yourself, intimate with yourself, nothing or no one can take that away from you. Two souls becoming one. That's your outer and your inner. Your outer and your inner. Yesterday, I was braiding my daughter's hair, and we took a break for a little while. And as we took a break, I got so hot and I couldn't control my body at all. And that's never a good feeling. I had called on two particular people. One person showed up a few days ago, and this person showed up yesterday, but as they were showing up, they didn't show up in the way that I expected them to. And as they were coming in through me, I was rejecting. And that caused a world of chaos. It did. It caused a world of chaos. And then when I woke up this morning, this person was still here. I could hear them. And they're like, shit, you called me in. You know what I mean? You called me in. What you want? And I'm like, shoot, I didn't know you was coming like that. But you got to come like that. You got to come like that. Sometimes you got to come like that. You got to come out and you got to show people who you are. And you got to show yourself who you are. It's a rap song, right? And the rap song says, sometimes you got to jump out and show a ninja. And, that happiness is a powerful tool. When you radiate that type of energy, you're dangerous. Very dangerous. And it's okay to be dangerous. Because that's a good kind of dangerous. When you will never allow what someone says, what somebody does, to irritate you. Words hurt, but they don't kill. Words hurt, but they don't kill. Sometimes people want to destroy you mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. But you cannot ever allow that. You have to be stronger than them and be stronger than it. I'm just going to clarify a few of these cards before we end this reading. I'm going to clarify a few of these cards before we end this reading. And the next time I come on, we'll finish what we were starting with. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for whomever needs to hear it. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Spirit guides, what message do you have? These cards not coming the way that I want them to. Let's see why. Okay, come on. I need a little more. A few more cards, please. These flipped over. That's a lot. But I'm going to take them to cover the cards that I have. Let's see. Oh, I said it was a lot. It was just enough. Let's do it. You know, to clarify the first card that we have, which was Pandora's Box. Pandora's Box means that you must give up something for the reward. You must let something go. And you need to do it by proceeding with caution. There's a journey. We spoke about someone traveling or someone moving, but this clarifies Pandora's Box by a journey, right? So this is someone going to take a road trip. This is a vacation of some sort. This is someone traveling by way of vehicle moving. But this is someone taking a journey, leaving something or someone behind. There's conflict, inner conflict. So that's being represented by the number 33, which are gloomy thoughts, right? Gloomy thoughts. This is someone that's trying to make the best decision for them, trying to figure it all out, right? And take your time, as much time as you need to figure things out. Because gloomy thoughts means that a person is worried about something. But if we want to dive deep into the number 33, that's an angel number. All numbers are angel numbers, and 33 is linked to balance, creativity, expression, and building your life. The life that you desire, the life that you want for yourself. So 33 is full of positive energy. And it's being sent to you by your guardian angels as a form of spiritual guidance to let you know that new beginnings are on the horizon for someone, and that your intuition will guide you to where you need to be, where you want to be on your life's journey, on your life path. 33 means that anything is possible. 33 is a powerful angel number. It is also known as a master number because of its double digits mirroring each other. And it is powerful, very powerful vibrations. The number 3 and the number 3 is linked to creative thinking, deep compassion, spiritual level connections, discipline, bravery. So let me just say this. So when you see this number, understand that it's going to show up to you because it's an opportune time for change, or because patience is paramount right now in your daily life, because a spiritual meaning. You know, this is major. Something is going to be revealed to you. So pay attention. Pay very close attention to everything around you. Did you forget that's how we started this reading? We started this reading with this just in. This just in. Your spirit guides are working very hard to lead you on the right path. Spirit is advising you to pay attention. There's someone here who needs to pay attention. That was your first card that you had that came out. So you will soon understand that things were a part of your spiritual growth. You might have felt a little stagnant or too afraid to take risks in your life. Or there's someone here that may have been caught up in a toxic relationship, as we see right here. Let me tell you, this just clarifies the number 33. Begin to release toxic people from your life. You know who those people are, whether they are family, friends, a lover, etc. It is time to release all people, places, and things that no longer serve you. But 33 will remind you that heavenly forces are on your side, and positive vibrational essence will lead you through this so you can finally own the amazing life that you were meant to have. Listen, your angelic energies, they want you to know that everything passes and everything changes, but keeping an attitude of optimism and will keep you protected and strong on your journey towards your enlightenment. So pay attention to your angels. Pay attention to this angel number 33, right? Because it has many meanings and messages that can be applied to all aspects of your life. It can show up in regard to your professional life, your spiritual life, your everyday life, and your love life. It can be a sign of fresh starts, creative breakthroughs, and celestial forces letting you know that now is the perfect time to chase your dreams. So this journey beginning, it's time to get things started, right? So we had that number 33. We have the number 21, and that fell on top of travel. Same thing, journey and travel, same exact things. This is the number 21. 21 may be important to someone here, but the number 21 is the living room. That's a conversation between you and someone. This is someone that you are going to have a deep conversation with. You're going to put it all out on the table. But this is privacy between you and this person. You don't need to tell anyone that, hey, I'm telling John to come to my house so we can have a talk between he and I. Or I'm telling Sue to come over so that I can have a talk with her. No one needs to know that you and Sue are going to have a talk. This is your personal space between you and this person or you and these people. You know, your living room, that's your intimate space. That's your comfort space. This is where you're going to feel safe to be able to say to this person, I'm tired of your shit. Let me just say that, okay? But there are many ways that you may see the angel number 21 pop up in your daily experience. The number could appear in a time, a date, a monetary transaction, a license plate. You get what I'm trying to say. So when you see the number 21 in your daily life, it could be a sign from your guardian angels to put your trust in them. Keep your thoughts positive, and you will be able to manifest your desires in every aspect of your life. Another way to look at the angel number 21 is an expression of root number 3. So, common math. By adding 2 plus 1, you will end up with 3. Root number 3 resonates with vibration of creativity and completion. Completing a cycle for a new cycle to begin. So remember, when you see the number 21, it is an indication from your angels that you are able to create and manifest outcomes at a high level. Your life is heading in a new and positive direction, having to do with teamwork or a creative collaboration of some kind between you and another, or you and a few others. Let's sum up the number 21 by saying this. Whether this is creative, a collaboration of some sort in your personal or professional life, it is sure to be rewarding and fulfilling, bringing you and your partner a great deal of happiness, right? Because that's where we're trying to get to, is this happiness. Now we have the number 22. Now, to clarify the matrix is don't become a slave to society, meaning taking on everybody's burden. Everybody is blaming you. No more taking on that role of allowing people to put their burdens on you. So this is being clarified by the number 22, and this is a military person, right? So this is someone who is strong, right? This could be someone that's in the military, been in the military, or just someone who is strong, a ruler, head of household. But this is someone who is intelligent, very strategic. So who I'm speaking to whomever that's going through this mess and you're trying to get to that happiness. This is you, because this falls on your side. Now, for someone here, the number 11, there's a win of money. So self-reflection, looking in the mirror, journeying into self-love. But the number 11 appears, and this is a win of money. So if your finances were a little low, there's someone that's waiting for some winnings to come in for some money. And this is a monetary gift. You know, this is gain. This is profit. Let me just say that. So this is some money coming in. And, you know, a lot of times when we call out to our angels and we let them know, hey, I'm in a crunch, I'm in a bind, I need some help, they're going to send you ways to receive this money. So this money could come to you from your angels. They're going to get it to you. Sometimes a check comes in the mail, doesn't it? Right? Or there may be a little extra on your paycheck or whatever the case may be, but there's some money coming in. But the number 11 is a message from your angels concerning your soul mission and also your greater life purpose. So when the angels send you this message, right? This master number 11, they are sending you inspiration and encouragement to develop your abilities in ways that will help all of humanity. So this money you'll be able to do for you, and you'll be able to do for other people as well. But don't go broke. Let me just tell you that when this money comes in. Angel number 11 symbolizes the principles of spiritual enlightenment and awakening, and is a reminder from your angels that you have come to this physical world from the realm of spirit. So if the angel number 1 is about leadership, optimism, positivity, and you taking the initiative, right? Like the Fool, master number 11 multiplies these attributes to a higher power. So the number 11 represents a transmutation of your personal power to a higher, more spiritual level. Let me just say that. Listen, things are turning around for you. So if you've been looking for some money, it's definitely coming in. Intimacy. We spoke about intimacy, the deep feeling of belonging, but not belonging to someone, belonging to self. That self-love, that deep love for you that no one can touch nor take away. You've allowed someone to dim your light, never went out, but you did allow someone to deal it. And this could be a female that I'm speaking to. And if you are a masculine, you have some feminine energy. We all have both masculine and feminine energies, let me tell you. But this is an elegant person, someone who's open to learn, to do. I'm speaking to someone who is a deep romantic, and you want more than what you have right now. You want more, more, more. But you know, your person can't give you that more. But you know who can? You. Because once you touch your intimacy, not on a sexual level, but that deep feeling of belonging to self, when you understand that you have that outer soul and that inner soul, that you are the intimacy, that two souls becoming one, then you become that main focus, that main you, that main character, main part of your story. And that's when you receive your happiness. And on top of happiness, we have a long road. And it has been a long road. It has been a long journey. And it took you a while to get here, but you have arrived. Listen, here's the journey. The number 35, you have arrived. You're here. And you're like, listen, I'm ready. Let me do this. I've been taking this for too long. I've been going through this for too long. I am open to learn me, to know me, to love me. Listen, it's been a long road. It's taken you a long time to get to this point, but you've mastered your happiness. And when a person masters their happiness, there's nothing that anyone can do to remove that from you. The number 35, you are entering a period of significant and positive change, and the angels are guiding and protecting you through this transition. Plain and simple. This is divine guidance. This is support as you navigate the sometimes difficult cycles of life. And you've mastered them. Some of you can say, I've been through it all. And you can say that, and I understand. And let me tell you, here's some more money coming in. That ray of hope. This is somebody that really, really needs this money. And that's unexpected money coming in again. Here it is. Listen, this is unexpected wealth. You have that win of money. And remember, I told you, don't go broke. Don't. You can help people. Sometimes we give too much to people and they don't know when to stop asking. But Spirit is telling you, I'm going to give you this and I want to see how you're going to handle this. I want to see what you're going to do with it. But this is going to be a return on an investment. You're going to be investing in something, but you're going to receive a large return on whatever this is that you're trying to do. So you have this money coming in, you're going to invest this money, and it's definitely going to grow. But the number 27 is all about living a purpose-driven life. So when you see this potent angel number appearing in your daily life, know that your angels and your ascended masters are telling you to have faith and trust that you are on the right path. So seeing angel number 27 may be a sign that you are about to come into contact with teachings or information that will allow you to access this higher energy, right? That happiness. That higher energy that we spoke about, that happiness, you opening your heart and your mind to new insights about service, unconditional love for humanity. Angel number 27 is also an expression of number 9. So when you combine the numbers 2 and 7, you will come up with the number 9, a highly spiritual number directly related to achievement of our life's purpose. Anytime I do a reading, I love doing a 9-card spread. Number 9 is one of my favorite numbers. Let me tell you, that's connecting with your higher self, right? That's you attaining your soul's purpose in life. So you can rest assured that your angels and your ascended masters are supporting you on your journey of spiritual discovery. That's that intimacy. You becoming one with yourself. So when you see the number 27 appearing in your experiences, it is a sign that you are receiving divine guidance and inspiration. So have faith that your guardian angels are assisting you in your endeavors. We have the number 25 that fell on top of the ram's spirit. Be bold enough to be true to yourself. So this is high honors. The number 25 is high honors, achievement, success, recognition, awards. Let me just say this to you. When that money comes in, this is something that you have wanted to do. So this investment is going to pay off. Be careful, be careful, be careful. Because people will come in and they will say that they can help you. How much do you have? How much do you want to invest? Never give them your right dollar amount. You understand? Because there are so many scammers out here. And scammers could be your friends, can be your family, whatever the case may be. So just be careful. Your business is nobody's business, and somebody's business ain't none of your business. So mind your damn business and just do you. We have the number 6 that fell on top of the letter. The letter, right? Remember, there's an unexpected message coming in, but it could be from a good lady as well, right? We spoke about that. It could be some business documents. We spoke about that conversation that you can be having with a significant other. You telling them, listen, I'm tired of this shit. But the good lady, there's a good lady. An older woman is telling you, listen, you need to do this and do that, but it's your choice. This is someone, a mother figure, someone is telling you that, hey, you're strong enough, you're smart enough, you got this. You the one who keep everything together anyway, but they're coming in to help you to make some of these adjustments. We have the T. The T, what happens again with the T? You know, all this gossip, they're going to talk. They talk when you fail, and they talk when you win. Just let them talk. The number 36, we back to hope again. This is hope, right? We got that ray of hope. You have to hold on to it. You got it twice. Hold on to it. Hold on to it. Never let anybody take your faith away. You have a new view. You have an awareness. You are ready for whatever life has to throw at you. We have freedom. You are free. You are as free as you need to be or as you want to be. It's up to you to spread your wings. However, the bottom of the deck is the number 17. We have freedom here. Remember the freedom card? To clarify this is a gift. You're being gifted, right? We already see you have money coming in twice. Wind of money, unexpected money. That gift, once again, that money. But here's a gift to you, whomever this reading is for. A financial windfall is most definitely coming in. You have that 3 times on the board. You're going to receive support. Support is from your angels. Ask and you shall receive. Ask and it shall be given. This is you paying attention to yourself. This is you. You're going to give a little charity. You're going to help people. But Spirit is saying, don't be dumb. Don't go broke. helping people. There's an opportunity that's coming in for you to invest. Do it, but be smart about it. That's your reading. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. I thank you for your time. Most importantly, I thank you for your gifts. I thank you for your time. I thank you for your gifts. I thank you for anyone that just started following today. I'm truly appreciative. Listen, I have not shown myself the last reading that I did and this reading because I'm about to be one of them bald-headed chicks, right? But I'm getting my husband to cut my hair tomorrow. I'm ready. Listen, I'm ready. You know, everybody is like, even him. You sure? You sure? Yeah, I'm sure. It's here. It'll come back. You know, it'll come back. But I'm tired of these dreads. I'm so tired. I'm so used to doing my hair. I've had every hairstyle known to man. Listen, I am that chick. I've had everything. You name it, I had it. There's no hairstyle that anybody has ever had that I didn't. I've done everything. And then I did these locks because I was tired. I am going to do locks again, but not this size. I want them bigger. So I just want to start over. Now, I am going to keep 3 locks. One on this side, one on this side, and one in the back. I'm going to have a tail. I'm going old school, right? But I'm going to be me. I'm about to be free like those butterflies you just had in the reading. I'm about to be free. Not worrying about doing my hair. Listen, none of that. And he was like, I bet you're going to start wearing wigs. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I ain't doing none of that. I'm just going to be cute with my bald-headed self for a couple of months. But I thank you all. Thank you for your time and positive energy. Thank you. You know, thank you. I said to my husband, I said, I'm going to do a reading tonight. He said, I knew you were because you haven't did one in a while. I had to get my energy up. I had so much going on in the background. True story. I had so much going on in the background. I did. I had a lot going on in the background. And I have a conversation I'm about to have with Spencer in a second. After that, then I got one more person. And I got a lot going on. Let me tell you. But I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. I thank you all, each and every one of you that stayed here while I did this reading. My readings are long. I try to give you guys as much information as I can. Listen, I don't do Patreon and say, here, I'm going to give you part 1. If you want to hear part 2, then you give me $5. You give me $10, $20 so you can see part 2. No, we going to do this the right way. You know, we going to do this the right way over here. So as long as it takes and for the message to be delivered, that's as deep as we're going. Listen, everybody don't have the $5, the $10, the $20. But when you're on these social media platforms, right, you're growing. And if you true like that, right, you got gifts like that, they'll book a reading with you, right? You won't have to give them a Patreon. Watch out for them Patreon people. Those are the ones, they ain't got no gifts, right? Those are the ones, I'm telling you. Be careful. Scammers. Because they'll be offering you a reading. And they'll be offering you a reading without them saying to you, fill out this form. Fill out this form. That's wild. I've seen so much on these platforms. I tell you, I'm new. When I was growing up, we didn't do stuff like this, but this world has changed. It's truly different. But times are changing. You can either, what do they say, get down or lay down. I ain't doing either one. Let me tell you, I'm not laying down and I'm not getting down. Let me tell you, I'm going to do me. But thank you so much. I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you. I will be back tomorrow. and we will dive back into our houses. It's hard for me to discuss what I'm going to do tomorrow because so many people jump on my platform and, man, they try to take my readings. You are extremely beautiful inside and out. Jill Scott vibes and twin. Thank you. You know what? People keep saying that to me, right? And my husband, he said that to me too, right? He was like, look, you look like Jill Scott a little bit, but I think he got a little fetish for Jill Scott. I'm just saying, he's sitting right in front of me. It's okay. He can look but can't touch, right? But Jill Scott, she cute. She cute. I wish I had Jill Scott boobies, you know. She got them big door knockers. I wish I was blessed like that. Let me tell you. But if y'all want to chip in, right, to some implants for me, you know, we can do that. Take up a donation or GoFundMe. I'm just saying. I'm joking. I'm joking. But I thank you all for your time. True story. I will be back tomorrow and we will do a signs reading. I am just got a lot to get together around here. And I'm about to be bald-headed. So tomorrow I'll be bald. If I don't get a chance to go get my lashes done and my eyebrows, I will not be showing myself because I can't be bald with no lashes on and stuff like that. And not having my eyebrows done, they just not going to work together. You know, I got to be bald, but I got to be a little extreme somewhere else. And I said I was going to do it live. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to let my husband cut my hair live because y'all might see me crying. I might start crying. You know, you get one half shaved off and start crying and have those regret moments. So I'm not sure. Y'all, we not friends like that, let me tell you. But y'all to see me dropping tears. I don't even like to let my family see me drop tears at a funeral. I'm so serious. But I'll keep y'all abreast to my bald head. It's coming. But it's needed. It's needed. I am so ready. I am so ready. If I get Spencer in the background, I might let Spencer come over and shave this head. Because my husband, he like, you sure? You sure? But yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, and guess what? He said he'll go bald with me. He has dreads. He has dreads as well. So he said he would do bald with me. But I don't want him to be bald. I don't want him to be bald until it's time for him to be bald. And right now, he got a head full of hair. We in our 50s. We just like that. I want him to keep his hair. But he like, I'll go bald with you. And he would. He would. He will too. But I don't think we need to be both walking around here bald together, right? They be like, them bitches must be sick over there. Listen, that's that tea, that gossip. Yeah, it's a spiritual connection on a higher frequency if you're both bald. Listen, my family say we ain't never supposed to cut our hair. And you know, a lot of people in my family did not cut their hair at all, ever. Now, my grandfather, he would grow his hair all the way down his back. And when it got a certain length, he would save it for me. Always, he allowed me to cut it only. Always allowed me to cut his hair. He'd be like, I grew my hair for you. So he would allow me to cut it. My grandmother did not like him cutting his hair. But, you know, he never talked back to her anything. You heard me, right? He never talked back to her. But I think he used to do that for me because he knew that got to her. And he would always let me cut his hair. There was never making a mistake because he would let me just take those clippers and go all the way to the bone. And I'm about to do that tomorrow. Look, I braided my daughter's hair today, added here, and now I'm about to take mine away. But it's cold outside. I'm going to need some hats. But I'll be back tomorrow. I'll keep you guys abreast on my transformation. Let me tell you, if I don't get no lashes, if I don't get my eyebrows done, I will not be cutting my hair. I got to see if my lady's in tomorrow. If she's not in, I can't do it tomorrow. Because the other lady that's there, she got one eyebrow up here and the other one halfway down here. looking like Oscar the Grouch. I can't do it. And every time I go in, I'm like, I'm going somewhere. I'm going here. I'm going there. Don't make me look crazy. Listen, I be saying all kinds of stuff to them people. I know they hate me coming. But I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you so much, Cassie. Thank you, everyone that gave a gift. Thank you so much. I'll be back tomorrow. Listen, I got to get that energy up, right, for tomorrow. But I'm ready. I've been talking about this for a couple of months now. Thank you so much, Cassie. Thank you so much for those roses. I've been talking about getting my hair cut forever. Forever. But I'm going to do it. It's time. And what's crazy for my locks, my daughter, she just made me this hat a couple of weeks ago. She just made this for me. And then it's a little string to put on my dreads. So I can have half of it hanging out, but you guys can't even see. But I'm going to need this. Look, I'm going to need her to put the top on it for my bald head. But I'm going to get her to make me a hat now, you know. But she makes a lot of stuff. She's always knitting like crazy. She's always making me whatever I ask for. But she could go ahead and get me some hats real quick, right? But I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you so much. I'm going to get offline, and if everything works out, I will cut it online, go bald. If everything don't go right, I will not be cutting it online. Y'all just see me. But tomorrow I'll be back. Love and light to each and every one of you. Thank you. I can never turn my camera off. Y'all see me, right? I can never turn this camera off. It seems like as soon as I'm done with my video, so many messages start popping up.